Okay, the question for today is how myopic are you being with your team? Recently, I was thinking of a situation where, for some reason, no clue what happened, I put the wrong hiking coordinates into my GPS to get to the trailhead. And so I was at one trailhead and my friend was at the other. Now, it took me 15 minutes to get to the trailhead where she was and where I was supposed to be. It wasn't a huge deal, but I kept blaming myself. And I didn't think about all the other things I got done that day and the successful dinner I had for my in-laws and everything. I just kept beating myself up about this hiking trail. And I find that while we do this to ourselves, we also do this to others. So I was with a team recently and they were talking about how often they'll be looking at profitability statements and the profitability will be really good for a product that they were putting out. But when they looked at like engineering costs or they looked at some marketing costs, they were higher than budget. And so then they were sort of going through the ringer of like, what happened here? Why was this like this? And what got lost in the weeds of trying to figure out why some things were over budget is the fact that the product overall was a success and the profitability for that product was a success. And I think this applies to big things that we do with our team and sometimes even small things. Someone hands us a report and it feels like it's shoddy, it's not well done, there's typos in it, and we're thinking, I don't know why Diane just can't get this right. Like every time Diane hands me these reports, there are typos in them. And we're not thinking about the 20 other things that Diane had going on that week in which she executed on perfectly and we were really happy about. And so as we go into this holiday season and as we go into this time of gratitude, I think it is worth it for all of us, whether it's for ourselves, whether it's for a team member or for our whole teams, pulling back the lens a little bit and the aperture and looking at like, okay, I get that maybe there's an improvement area here, but overall in the big picture, how are we doing? And how can we celebrate and be grateful for that? Assuming there is stuff to celebrate and be grateful for. If there's not, that's another video. So I hope that this learning snack will help you pull back and see a wider aperture in the work that you're doing with others and with your team. And have a lovely day. I'm Jo Ilfeld, CEO and founder of Insight to Leadership.